So yesterday we had a 20 weeks anatomy scan and I don't think I've ever been so happy. I was technically 19 weeks and 5 days, but baby girl is always ahead. She's measuring 21 weeks and 0 days, but even though there's a margin of error, that makes me very happy. We don't have physical picture because over there they only send it to the phone, so I'm gonna insert some pictures so you can see. It was just the cutest thing. She always had her head here. You can see she had 10 fingers and 10 toes. She even gave us a high five. I'm just expecting the worst because of miscarriage and always having bad news at ultrasound. I always literally expect like, okay, I don't know, something's gonna be wrong with the anatomy of the face, or I don't know, like the percentile or the placenta. But no, everything was just perfect one after another. I have a posterior placenta, so no placenta previa. I knew I didn't have an inter placenta because I could hear the heartbeat easily, but I didn't know if I had a posterior or covering the cervix, so we're good about that. Everything was just perfect. Just as she was moving perfectly, she was not all curled up, like where she was laying down, she was moving. She said we don't really calculate like the whole amniotic fluid for now, but I can see everything is fine. Took so many pictures of the heart. She said for now everything looks great, but we're still of course gonna do an echocardiogram because of IVF. So in 4 weeks we have the fetal echocardiogram, so we're gonna see more of the heart, but like everything was going great. She said everything was cooperating just fine. Good news after good news. Anatomy, everything looks great. The spine, the ribs, the fingers, the head, just everything just seems to be nice and healthy and perfect from what she's seen so far. So she was very happy. She's measuring 15 ounces, so like almost 1 pound. I'm not sure if that's a lot at this gestational age. I'm gonna look it up, but also you can't really give a percentile of overall percentile. She said at 20 weeks is too early, but from like a head circumference and like the belly circumference and a few things like this, all those things were like in the 95 percentile, 96 percentile, or 94, like everything was in the 90s percentile. So that made me very happy. Also, I'm 5'9", but you know, it still made me very happy knowing that she's growing appropriately and I'm eating enough and I'm doing everything right. It made it so much more real. Even my husband keeps staring at the screen and is like it just is like it's just so hard to believe that it's actually happening. Like I just still do not believe that it's actually happening. Then she was so sweet that even though she could see the placenta, the cervix from she could see every single part. It was very great. She still wanted to do internal ultrasound just to make sure and to measure the cervix closely, just because of our losses before. So she was very nice to do that. And then of the position of the baby, of the way that baby girl is. So her head is on the left side and her feet are right there. Now it makes sense of the position that I felt when I do lunges or when I do single leg deadlift. I can feel something more on the left side. And so anyway, her head is down there on the left side. Her feet are up there. For some reason, I just thought she was just down there laying down. But no, she's like, I thought that was just my intestine growing up there. No. It's her feet. She's growing. So I was very surprised about that, but it made more sense of like where I feel things, or like why I have so much pressure when I go on walks. I'm like, okay, I need to go back home. Like I need to pee really bad, but it's not like I need to pee bad or a lot. It's just like I feel the pressure. It's like, oh yeah, that's because her head is down there. So that's just, I don't know, just everything went so great. So happy. It just made it even more real. So now we're gonna wait for I got some very particular NIPT and DNA testing, so I'm waiting on that. And if we got this and then everything is fine, then we'll start announcing. But for now, the 20-week ultrasound was great, and I know it's a big milestone, so that made us very happy.